All right, it's Bruce Posner here with a post game from the Maryland victory over Lehigh, 76-55. Didn't start off like that. Maryland came out really cold from its long layoff. Nothing went right. Lehigh was hot, good shooting and everything. It was. I have to tell you, I was proud of Danny Manning because he gave Lehigh a lot of credit for taking this game. Maryland really needed another game. They're going to the Big Ten schedule next week. And I don't care about COVID or whatever else is happening. They got to play these games. And they're playing Iowa and Illinois next week on the road. And they hadn't played since December the 12th. And before that, they hadn't played since, I think, December 1st. So they had so much time off. And with all the stuff that happened with Turgeon, they really need to get out and play. And I thought that Danny Manning's done a nice job. There was a little 7 alarm toward the end when Fats Russell went down, banged knees. Didn't have the greatest game. He only had 2 points, 1 for 4 from the field, but he had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, only 2 turnovers in 23 minutes. But they said afterwards he was okay. He got up on his own. He wasn't in pain, and I think he'll be back. Maybe they play him just 10 minutes or they keep him out of the Brown game on Thursday. I'm not really sure because that game, you don't want to lose it for sure, but it's a pretty meaningless game. Eric Ayala, listen, I've said it from the get-go. Eric Ayala's got to score. He needs that 18 to 20 points a game if Maryland's going to win. When he comes up with these 2 and 4 point efforts, they're just going to lose. It's just almost impossible for them to win without his points because they just can't get the number up high enough. They wind up, in the low 60s or whatever. And even, Lehigh wound up with 55 today. And a lot of that was at the end because they hovered around 15 points until there was 4 minutes left or 3 minutes. But all in all, a good win. Dante Scott, I noticed I asked him in the post game afterwards, seems to be hesitating on his 3-point shot. He was 1 for 4 today. And take away that from his field goal percentage, he would have been 4 for 8 without those threes. Maybe he's gotten a message from Coach Manning to let up a little, to drive to the bucket more, because he has been effective driving to the bucket. Caduce had it. Caduce will have games like he was having early in the year, 5 for 6 from the field. And Julian Reese, I asked Coach Manning about that as well, 3 for 8 from the field. And he's missing a lot of shots inside. I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a tremendous addition to the team. He'll only get better. But I wonder sometimes if he should stuff the ball when he's inside. Normally you're taught use the backboard. He's missing a lot of shots off the backboard. Remains to be seen. He got Danny Manning got a lot of the subs in down the wire, and Hakeem Hart once again only had he had 10 points. That was okay. 2 for 5, 6 for 6 from the foul line. Maryland was 23 for 26. You do that from the foul line, you're going to win your share of games. So we go into the season now. I don't know how I feel. They're 7-4. They beat Florida, which was a nice win, but their 4 losses were nothing to write home about. And I just don't know how they're going to do, but they're going to, at 7-4 with 19 games left in the Big Ten. My opinion is they're going to have to get to 10 wins in the Big Ten. That's 10 out of 19. And maybe another game in the tournament to get a bid. I just feel that way. Some of these losses are really has their rating down. And it's going to take a lot to get back up. But, Manny seems confident and certainly knows what he's doing. They had a checklist on TV. I did not go to the game. As you could tell, there were very few people at the game from what I could see. And just for various reasons, because of COVID, I'm just not going. I'm not going to the Pinstripe Bowl tomorrow either. But Wayne and Mason and Todd will be up there. We'll have great reports. And hopefully we'll report a Maryland win, which would be great for Coach Loxley. He deserves it. That game's at 2:15 on ESPN from Yankee Stadium. And I can't wait. I love Maryland in the game. I love our quarterback. I think he's going to be able to throw in Virginia Tech. And their quarterback has opted out, went to the portal. So they're using a backup. They'll probably have a big running game, trying to keep the ball out of the hands of uh, Leah Tagliavoa. And this kid's been great this year. Threw for well over 3,000 yards, and a lot of TDs, his share of interceptions, but I'm worried about him early getting rattled, but I don't see it. But 3.5 points. I like the Maryland's chances with that. Also, to report Ravens, 8 guys on the COVID list. I tell you, Huntley's still on it. Have to go with Josh Johnson. No offense to him, but I mean, I don't know how they could take us to victory against the Rams. They're going to have to put 31 at least up on the board because you got all your defensive guys out. It may be sick, but it's early yet, so we don't know what that final tally is going to be as to who's going to play and who's not going to play. So we'll check that out tomorrow, and we'll have it by Friday. No Terp talk tomorrow because I had been planning to go up to New York, so we took that final week off, and we'll have our first show of the New Year's on New Year's Day. Big day. Hey, elsewhere at Tottenham, the Spurs. Wow, 1-1 against a just pretty weak Southampton team, and plus they were going 11-10 the whole second half and could not put a goal in. Very disappointing. Victor Conte's done a great job. Has Tottenham right on the verge of the top 4 teams, which makes them eligible for this Champions League if they make it. That'll do it for tonight. Just a quick recap of the basketball game. Once again, 76-55 Terps in the win column, which we love to hear. And we will talk to you soon. We'll be on the air Saturday at 9 a.m. for the Sports Maven, and I'll have a post-game show, probably with Wayne and Mason, a post-game show to analyze Maryland's efforts. Hopefully it's a victory tomorrow against Virginia Tech. It would mean just a ton to the program. Okay, everybody.